Good morning. It's absolutely freezing cold. I get real tired of these extreme temperature changes. It's hot during the day and then absolutely freezing at night. But the first landmark is going to be about 9 miles from here. We got the hot springs. I'll check back in when I've thawed out a little bit. I think the majority of the trail today follows Deep Creek for quite a while. The sun is just about to pop over the top of the hills there. — 300 miles. And this is just a beautiful canyon walk. Here's the next water source. There's a dirt road access that goes down closer to the water, but I think I'm gonna skip it actually because I've still got over a liter, and the next water source is less than 5 miles away, so I'm just gonna continue down trail, I think. What an absolutely beautiful morning walk in the Creek Valley. This has just been fantastic. Here's my next water source. Hot Springs is in 2 miles. Coming up on the hot springs, just down there. You can see some people like camped there overnight, maybe it looks like. But this is the place that's famous for clothing optional. So on the weekends, it can be a little more exciting with a lot more of the people that live in the local area coming out here to enjoy the waters. But it's like 10 a.m. on a Monday, so I'm imagining it's mostly just going to be through hikers and stuff, but I'll chill down here for a little bit. Here we go, chilling in one of the hot springs pools. It's coming right out of the ground right there. You can see it's steaming just a little bit. But I'm starting to get nice and comfy. There's different temperatures for different areas, and this one that I'm currently in is a perfect temperature. So I don't know if I'll explore too many other options because I don't need like super hot water or anything, but maybe I'll cross back and forth between like the main creek to cool off a little bit and then just chilling where I currently am. But this is a really beautiful, nice little spot. Highly recommended. Woo. A little colder at this spot. Done with our break at the hot springs. That was excellent. There's probably 20 people there. It looked like almost all of them were through hikers. Some people said they'd been there for like 2 days just chilling at the hot springs. But I didn't want to stay too long. Didn't want to get sunburnt and all that, and I got to keep moving. I think I'm going to aim for like another 10 miles or so, I think, from here. Look for some tent sites in that area. But that was well worth stopping in. Nudity was kept to a minimum, so that was nice. I don't know if this is going to come out on camera, but there's definitely wisps of smoke coming out from the other side of those hills. Wonder how far away that is. There's a bridge down there that we'll be crossing in a little bit. And I think that is the famous Rainbow Bridge, because you can kind of see the multicolored pattern on the bridge. That's kind of a famous landmark though out here. Yep, it's the famous Rainbow Bridge. Another view of the snow-capped mountains ahead. I'm still thinking that's got to be Baden-Powell. Alright, we got a new update. Just learned about a side excursion that could be a potential beer run opportunity coming up in about 3 miles or so. There's a road crossing, and there's a place that if you give them a call, they'll come pick you up. And it looked like they were about a couple miles up the road, kind of like when we went in and out of the Montezuma Valley Marketplace. And they open in a little bit. We'll probably get to the road before they open, but that'd be something I'm definitely leaning towards doing. See if they can come pick up some stinky hikers and then run into the place, drink a couple beers, hang out for a little bit, see what they got. I think it's just kind of some basic amenities, and then just bouncing back on trail. So that's the latest game plan coming up in a few more miles. There's definitely some kind of fire over there in the valley. We're headed that way. Up ahead there's the Mojave River Forks Dam. It will be dipping down towards the river after that area. There's back up the canyon where we've been. And there's down into where we're going. There's some hikers and stuff ahead. There's the dam. And it just opens up. We're going to cross Deep Creek. This is going to be our next water source. Well, I'm all filled up on water. And I think we got a group of like 10 hikers are going to end up trying to get a ride into this, I can't remember the name of it. It's a something inn that's got like a bar, and they do burgers and stuff, and they're very hiker friendly. And they posted comments and instructions on how to contact them in Far Out. So it's only a 0.8 from here to a road crossing. And that'll be a nice little diversion. I don't think we'll hang out here too long. We'll just get something to eat and drink and then back on trail, I think. Here's our stop. It was easy getting a ride. The owners will come pick you up, and then a random dude was like, hey, anybody want to go down to the bar? I forget the name of this place, and it's not out front, but I'll let you know later. It's pretty sweet. Oh, Joshua Inn. The Joshua Inn, that's where we are. We'll get some food and beer.
Where'd you guys start at?
At the Mexican border in Cabo.
Oh, really? Did we go all the way?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it 300 stairs?
Yeah.
And I'm back on trail. That was an awesome stop. That was the Joshua Inn. They said they're pretty new for supporting the hikers. They're not even in the Far Out app. There's a bunch of comments and stuff like at the road crossing if you look at the app. All the information on how to contact them and how to get rides from those guys is in there. They'll pick you up, drop you off. Burgers and beers. It's kind of funny, we flooded the place with like 15 hikers all at once. And I just lost my hat, but I'll go get it. So we flooded them with a bunch of hikers. It seems like most, if not half of those guys at least, are gonna stay. I gotta get another couple miles in at least, so I think I'm gonna aim for about, I think it's Grass Valley Creek, which is like less than 4 miles from here is where I'm gonna plan on getting to. I'm slightly buzzed, I'm feeling good, full belly. Just gotta get there. I'll probably be moving a little slow. I'll find my hat, put it back on. I'll see you down trail. I also learned from talking to the people at the bar that the fires we saw was controlled burn. So they were just firefighters practicing putting out fires and stuff. So that was somewhat normal. There's no fires going on right now that I can see, so that's good. Back into the hills, though we're not really gaining any more altitude today. I'm home for the night. Got my tent in the background there. Grass Valley Creek. This is as far as I go. Man, we had an awesome day today. Did a lot of miles, had a lot of awesome canyon views, hot springs, food, burgers, and beers. I'm gonna go right to bed, I think. So, thanks for watching. I'll check back in the morning. Good morning. Chilly again, but not super cold. But it was really humid. So sleeping bag and everything's got nice dampness to it. I'll have to dry that out later. We had a pretty large group of people. It seemed like most people I thought was going to stay at the bar all kind of trickled in as it got closer to sunset. So we had like, I don't know, 15 to 20 people there maybe, it seemed like. But today's going to be like another 19.5 mile day. And that'll get us staged a couple miles prior to the McDonald's. And I'm heading out of camp with 2 liters of water because I think the next water reliable source is over 10 miles away from here. Lots of ground fog out there. That's how humid it is. I really like these kind of trees. I'm starting to get into the area where it's the Silverwood Lake rec area. And this is like the state park place I was talking about where there's no stealth camping allowed because the rangers are starting to crack down on that. We should have some views of the lake here coming up because it's right on the other side of all these hills and stuff. But we kind of, I think we're like technically in the park boundaries right now. We kind of bounce in and out of it for a little bit. But there's like a 10-mile stretch where there's really not any camping options anyway because we're skirting around all these hills and stuff. And then they're cracking down once you're actually in the rec area itself. Makes it kind of a pain in the butt. There's the spillway right on the other side of the lake. Silverwood Lake is just over there. There's the first views of Silverwood Lake. I think the one designated camping area you're supposed to be in, I think it's only like $5 a night, so that's not bad. But it's on the other side of the park boundary, some miles away yet still. I think that pavilion area is just right off the trail, so I'm gonna chill there for a bit. That'll be a really nice rest break area. Made it to the pavilion area, the Tentsite boat-in site. Yeah, I don't see many people hiking into here unless you're a through hiker. But if you got a boat out on the water, you boat right into here. It's still like early morning on a Tuesday or something like that, so there's not going to be many people around. I think I'm going to take a good break here. Maybe air out my sleeping bag, let it dry out a little bit. Done with our break. That was awesome. I was there for about an hour or so, got everything dried out. Just relaxing my feet and stuff. That was cool. A couple more miles of following around the lake, I think. And then we're, I don't think we're getting into too many mountains and stuff in this section. Just little ups and downs, but I think we're staying kind of low level. Water source coming up in about 2.5 miles. And then maybe 10 miles left total for the day, something like that. So you get it staged a couple miles out from the McDonald's. There's the next water. Lovely little stream. We're crossing under Highway 138. I-15 is 13.6. That will be McDonald's breakfast tomorrow morning. Some of the last views of Silverwood Lake. Well, every time I think I can't see the lake anymore, I can still see the lake. But we're going over a ridge now. You can see a little bit of the other side. Small trickle of a stream here. This is the last water source till Cajon Pass. I should be able to collect some stuff out of here, I think. Only a couple of miles left till we get to the campsite that I'm aiming for. Well, I think this is going to be home for the night. This is about the site I was aiming for. It's a little bit of room for some tents maybe. You can tell it's not very well used. But I think this is as far as I'm going for today. I'm all settled in the tent now. I got my peanut butter, Nutella, and tuna wrap. And I don't think many people are going to come to this site because it's unlisted. I may have only one or so trickle in, but we'll see. So far I'm all alone. I'm going to finish this up, continue some editing, and go to bed. Looking forward to McDonald's in the morning. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.